Stay away from Steffi. You realize I'm married to her grandfather and we work at the same company.
Yeah, I know, and you'll nod and smile politely in the hallway and you'll say happy this or that holiday or whatever when required. But that's it. I'm not gonna let you manipulate your way back into Steffi's life.
This is a tremendous opportunity for Steffi. You should be so proud of her.
I am proud of Steffi. I'm very proud of her, and she absolutely deserves to be CEO. But having you attached to the offer is a huge red flag that I see even if she doesn't.
Oh, so that's why you're here, puffing up your chest, making all these threats. She's not listening to all your dire warnings, is she? She's planning on taking the job.
You can't trust Quinn. She's up to something.
She always is. But if I'm one step ahead of her, I'll figure this all out.
How are you gonna do that?
I know what Quinn is thinking, and so do you. She wants me back with Wyatt, but she doesn't get to decide who I spend the rest of my life with. I do. My eyes are wide open, trust me.
I just don't know what you want to do anything to do with that.
Because like it or not, she's part of the equation. She's married to Granddad, and he trusts her with his life. And he trusts me running this company. And he really believes in me. I heard his praises, and it helps me believe in myself.
Hello, neighbor. What took you so long? It's been a full 5 minutes since you texted saying you were coming over.
Well, you have a very long driveway.
Yes, I do.
This is for you.
What is this?
Little motivation.
Katie, these are beautiful. Thank you.
I'm sure you're drowning in sketching supplies, but I thought, what the heck? You're recovering well. Let's get you drawing again. I'm sure you're eager to go back to work, start designing, running the company.
Designing, maybe. Running the company, I'm not so sure. And I won't be if Steffi accepts my offer.
What offer?
To take over as CEO.
Steffi as CEO, not Rich?
Rich and I have some trust issues to work on.
I would think that would apply to Steffi as well.
Steffi was just following along in her father's footsteps there. She thought she was protecting me, but Ridge was a betrayal. Besides, Steffi has something that her father doesn't, and that's my wife's blessing. Offering her the CEO job was Quinn's idea.
Hey, you should always believe in yourself. Granddad is right to trust you with the company. Look at you. You're smart, you're fierce, you're compassionate, which may be something that I was lacking. But don't let anyone talk you into something you're not ready for.
I think I'm ready.
Okay, well, maybe you are. But don't forget where this idea came from. This came from Quinn. And I don't think she wants you to do this because she thinks you deserve it.
Steffi's planning on taking the job, isn't she?
Oh, she'll be CEO someday when you're no longer a part of the company.
She doesn't want to be CEO someday. She wants to be CEO now. Why wouldn't she?
I think it's pretty obvious, don't you?
You tried to talk her out of it, and that didn't work. And that's why you're here in my kitchen bullying me.
You're bullying you? Okay. Well, if that's what you want to call protecting Steffi, then
You
fine.
mean interfering with her happiness?
No, there is no happiness when it comes to you. There's just stress. Looking over her shoulder all the time, wondering when and how you're going to screw her over next.
I understand how you can say that about the woman that I used
Don't
to be.
Don't do that. Don't pull the I've changed card. This ridiculous job offer is a perfect example of how you haven't.
Do you know of a better idea to get Quinn out of the driver's seat? Yeah, I'm gonna have to work with her, but not as much. She'll be focused on the jewelry line and doting on Granddad.
Yeah.
I know, but it's better than what we have now. It's the first thing we can do to get Quinn entirely out of our lives. First, we'll get her out of the CEO chair. We don't want her in it when Granddad comes back, when he sees her true colors.
I'm losing confidence that that's ever gonna happen.
It will. I can't picture Granddad spending his entire life with Quinn. He's gonna catch on. And when he does, I'm gonna be right beside him to push her out.
Steffi's an interesting choice. She's very driven. She'll be an effective leader. I think this could be very successful for Forrester.
For the company and for the family, too.
You're optimistic.
Well, I'm realistic. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to muddle through.
Sure, Rick and Ridge drama, but at least you're going into it with a smile.
Yes, I am. Well, I don't know how else I can do it. Not really. Now, what about you? Are you all unpacked? What's going on?
Yeah, mostly.
Well, something's been keeping you very busy, because when you moved in, I thought I was going to have you popping in all the time.
Well, I don't want to be that annoying neighbor. I mean, you're trying to have a quiet evening, and I'm knocking on the door.
Are you kidding me? You're always welcome.
Well, thank you for saying that. But seriously, though, you can just kick me out of here if I ever overstay my welcome.
Not possible.
I'm not sure your wife would agree.
You're using Steffi, it's obvious. I mean, dangling the title of CEO in front of her face is proof that you haven't changed at all.
Why? Because I want Steffi to believe that I'm not the monster everybody makes me out to be, that I'm really good for her grandfather, that I want to bring the family together. That's my big manipulation. Oh, Liam, it's so scary. What is so wrong with me wanting to unify this family?
You're not trying to unify the family. You're trying to solidify your place in it and Wyatt's.
You're so worried that Steffi is going to go back to Wyatt.
No. I'm worried that you're going to spend the rest of our lives trying to make that happen.
Because of a job offer? Being a little paranoid, aren't you?
Oh, the job offer is just the first step in whatever plan you've got percolating in your head. Okay, so Steffi takes the job, then what? Then what? How long before I'm pushed off a bridge or locked in a cabin somewhere?
Okay, look, I have made some very questionable decisions in my life. I
questionable
have made some very
decisions.
bad decisions
Thank you very
in my
much.
life, and I have apologized for them.
Apologizing does not make people forget what you do or how you operate.
So what have I done lately, huh? What horrible things have I done since I have been with Eric?
Quinn, nobody is buying that Eric changed you.
Give me one example of the old Quinn. You can't.
Yeah, because part of the problem is nobody knows what you're up to until it's too late.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
No, I'm not taking that risk. I'm sorry.
Eric really has changed me.
So did I. When you kidnapped me, remember? Remember that? That's what you said. Eric is just as much your hostage as I was.
I think it's time for you to go.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Go out the back. I don't want Eric to be upset.
Oh, we'll see who upsets him in the end.
Well, it's not going to be me. It's never going to be me. Because I have really changed. Being Eric's wife, loving him, I'm never going to be the woman I used to be.
Never say never.
So You running Forrester is going to make it easier to kick out Quinn once Dad sees the light. That's your theory.
Yeah. Then we'll be able to get her out of Granddad's house and not the office, too.
That can't happen soon enough.
I just can't believe she hasn't slipped up yet and shown her true colors. I don't know, maybe she's changed.
What? How can you say that?
Granddad thinks that, and so does Wyatt. And Wyatt knows Quinn better than anyone else. I know it seems impossible, but...
It is impossible. That woman should be in jail for what she did, not in a family living room. You see why I'm worried about you, right? I don't want you thinking that you owe her something.
I don't either, for what it's worth. You can't take the job if it means aligning yourself with Quinn or even pretending to, hey.
I get your concerns. I get both of your concerns. But if Quinn's in charge, we can't keep her in check. And if I am, then we can catch her from doing something awful. It's like, doesn't any of this make sense if I try?
Not if it means you're gonna get hurt.
Right.
Not worth it.
Listen to your dad. Look, I just came from seeing her, and I am telling you, she is barely holding it together. She's pretending to be this person that your grandfather thinks she is, the kinder, gentler Mrs. Forrester. But she knows what we all know, that she is dangerous. She's dangerous, and that's why I'm trying to get you to stay away from her, because one of these days, somebody, some innocent person they're going to encounter her bad side at the worst possible time, and I am trying to prevent that person from being you.
What do you mean Quinn may not approve? I'm not sure what you mean about that. You're welcome here anytime.
Yeah, of course, I know.
You're my new neighbor. You know, I was hoping that I would see more of you all the time and more of your son as well.
You will.
Good.
And not unannounced, of course.
Hear me, Katie. You're welcome here anytime you want, all right? Come on. You're a Logan. I'm a Forrester. We're practically family. You do not need to schedule visits.
Well, thank you. That goes both ways.
Good.
And thank you for always including us Logans in the family. I guess now that Brooke and Ridge are back together, we really are family.
You heard.
Yes, I did.
That can't have been welcome news. I mean, your marriage to Bill ended because of Brooke, and now she's...
She's doing what she always does, and she's going back to Ridge. I guess maybe it caught me a little off guard.
It wasn't upsetting to you?
No, not really, no. I mean, I thought it would be, but it wasn't. I'm really not upset at all. And the bottom line is my marriage to Bill was over. I mean, we were toxic at the end, and it wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for my son, and it didn't really matter what Bill and Brooke did because it doesn't have to affect me.
It sounds like you're ready to move on.
Yeah, I am. There's all sorts of exciting prospects ahead. You know, I told you that I met with some really interesting clients in Europe.
Are you? The
Yeah.
PR thing again?
Yes.
Because you were really good at that.
I liked it. You know, I felt like it was something that I was.
No, I liked it because people responded.
My dad said you need to keep at it.
What?
Harassing me.
Oh. Oh, believe me, the harassment will commence. But first. You know I support you, right? Anything you want to do, anything.
Yeah. Anything that doesn't involve Quinn.
Can you blame me?
Can you blame me for wanting to go for this? This is my family's company. I thought about being CEO for years.
I know you'd be so good at it.
You think someday. But the offer is now.
The offer's also from Quinn. I mean, listen, you should be CEO, but it should be on your own terms, not because Quinn is playing some game with you. So please stay away. Please protect yourself, because sooner or later, Steffi, that woman is going to crack. And when she does, I don't want you anywhere near her. Okay?
Well, a lot has happened over the last couple of months, but I'm still standing, and I'm stronger than ever, and I'm really excited about the future, you know? What comes next? And I have to thank you because you have been instrumental in getting me to this point.
Me?
Yes.
No.
Yes, you have. Encouraging me to buy that house, and helping me with Will's school, and I truly can't thank you enough for your friendship. Oh, what's that?
No, it's time for my medication. You'd be surprised how many pills it takes to keep this body going.
Well, make sure you take every single one of them because I want you here as long as possible, and I
Thank
need
you.
to take off anymore.
Can you see yourself out?
I can.
All right, and thanks for this wonderful gift.
Of course.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, my phone.
Oh.
Quinn.
You think I'm an idiot?
What?
I saw you.
You saw
I saw you kissing my husband.
You mean that?
What? Your friends? Is that what you're going to say? That you were showing him gratitude for helping get your son into that fancy, overpriced school? Because what I saw on that couch was a hell of a lot more than gratitude.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
What is your plan?
I
here,
don't have a
Katie?
plan.
Did Brooke put you up to this?
No.
Or Ridge or Rick? Is that it?
Nothing's going on here,
Then
Quinn.
it's you. This is your idea. You're the one going after my husband?
Why not? You're not good enough for him.
You admit it?
He shouldn't be married to you. It is awful having to watch you manipulate him. That poor man has to ignore all of the horrible things you've done, all of the many reasons you should be in jail. Because you're crazy, Quinn. You're crazy.